Okay, welcome back. I hope you guys tried the problems in the previous video by yourself, and now I'm gonna try to solve them and show you how can we get that done. Okay, so first I'm gonna use PyCharm. PyCharm is much easier to write programs, and I want you guys to get used to the PyCharm. It's much easier, especially when your programs are bigger. And it's very helpful at the beginning when you try to avoid making mistakes such as missing parentheses or missing a quotation mark. Okay, so what I did, I created a new project as you guys saw in the lab. Create a new project. Just to create a new project, you can go to File, New Project, and then you write the name of the project, and then it's going to be created. Under the project that you create, you can go right click and then New. This is one of the things I recommend you guys to do. You go New, and then you do not go to a file, you go to directory. Okay, and then it's going to ask you for the directory. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say module 05. Okay, so as you see over here under this project, which is May 2020, I have several modules. I have module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is gonna, these are gonna be directories, just like a folder. And you can go ahead in each folder or each directory that you have, you can say create new, and then you can create a Python file. So this is just a way to organize your work. So every project that you make during the class, you know where is it located. If it's in module 1, you go directly to your project May 2020. Then you go to module 1. You will find the programs over there. Okay. So I'm going to create the first program over here that I have, which was the perimeter of rectangle. Okay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and be careful, there's no spaces when you name it, okay? When you name the file, and you can use underscore, that's fine. So now it's going to create a new file for me. So this is my program, my script is going to go here in this area, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get the equation over here, okay? So as it gave you before in the slides, I'm going to put it in a comment so I can remember exactly what I'm doing over here. So first I'm going to ask the user to enter two values. I have the length and the width. Okay, so I'm going to create two variables, length equal to, since it's a float, I'm going to say float, and take a look over here. Once I open a parentheses, PyCharm is going to close it right away for me, so I do not forget. And then input, as I'm typing, PyCharm also suggesting some stuff that is similar to what I'm typing. One of them, the first one, is the input. So I can just click on it, and that's it. I don't even have to finish typing it. And then I'm going to say, same thing with the quotation marks. Once I open it, it's closed it right away. I'm going to say, enter the length of the rectangle. Okay, and again, one of the things that we said every time we ask the user for input, we're gonna have \n, so the user will input the values in the following line. I'm gonna repeat the same thing for the width. Okay, so I'm gonna say width equal to float, and then I'm going to say input, and then quotation marks, enter the width. Again, don't forget \n, which will take you to the other line. Okay, here I'm going to just type off the result. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to say it's equal to what? It's going to be equal to 2 times the length plus the width. Okay, and then I'm going to print out the result. Print, I can say here the perimeter of the rectangle is, and then after the quotation mark I'm gonna say equal to result. Okay, and now I can run the program. How can I run it? Right click over here, and then you will see run, and then you will see the file name that you have. Run, and then I can go here, for example, say 2.5, 3.7, and here is the result. Okay, so this is about the first program. The second program, I'm going to make it very quick as well. So the second program, or the second practice I gave you, is basically finding the calculating the cost. Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna create another file under this module. I'm gonna name it, for example, cost calculations, or cal. Okay, it's opened a different tab. So that's my previous file. I can close it. I'm done with it. I can continue over here. Okay, and then I have to ask the user for certain values. The first one is I'm going to make it quick here, the mile per gallon, and this is going to be a float. And then again, I'm going to have input and quotation marks, and I'm going to say enter. I'm going to show you a trick over here. Cars. Okay, look at that. When I put the cars, it closed the string right away. So in this case, if I want to use the one quotation mark for the cars, okay, I can use here double quotation mark and close double quotation mark, and the single quotation mark will be treated as part of the string over here. Okay, so I'm going to say miles per gallon. Okay, and then again, don't forget that. And I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to say the dollar per gallon. Dollar per gallon equal to float input. And then I'm going to use double. I'm going to say enter gas dollar or dollars per gallon. Okay, I mistyped this one here. Okay, and here I'm going to say colon n. Okay, now I get two values. I just need to do the calculations. I'm going to calculate first for the, based on the equation I have, I'm going to plug in these numbers. I'm going to just do for the 10 miles. I'm going to have it here. So I have dollar per 10 miles is going to be 10. I gave you the equation, the question, times here is 1 divided by the miles per gallon times dollar per gallon. Okay, these are what I get entered by the user. This is just for the equation. And now I'm going to print the result. Print the result. I can say over here, I want to make it into 2 decimal points. Okay, I'm going to print out, I'm going to say the cost per 10 miles, and here 2 decimal points. As you notice over here, I explained it earlier in the previous video. Percentage sign 0.2f, that's for the float, and then over here the result, which is the one I calculated here. Okay, and then I can run it again. Be careful, if you hit run over here, you're going to run the previous file. I don't want to run the previous file. I don't want to make the mistake. I want to go ahead, right click in the area where the file is stored, and look at the name of the file. This is the file I'm trying to run. And here is asking me for values. So I can say, for example, how cars miles per gallon. I'm going to say 24. And the prices for the gas, it's pretty good prices these days. And here it is, the result. And that's it.